Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand how this meditation practice can help for us to cultivate our inner awareness. So when it comes to this meditation technique, this tranquility meditation and insight meditation, samatha bhavana and vipassana bhavana. Samatha means in tranquility, vipassana means inside, bhavana means cultivation of the mind. So this is very classic way of practice. And so whoever practice, you have to remember, this is not a kind of like a new age way of introduction to the mental practice. This is a very classic practice, deeply rooted with the clarity to bring our human awareness. Because when it comes to today, sometimes some people have a conversation. Human also just kind of like animal. There is no difference. But when it comes to the human existence and when it comes to the world, we have seen this human behavior can make the huge difference and effect to the nature, environment, and all the other animals. We are the most powerful animal, can organize and take decisions and create things. So, and at the same time, more than this anything, this any other skills, how we become different than other animals. Manasa uchatiti manusa. The ability of recognition and ability of thinking make you different from than other animals. Understanding how things come to be as they are. That is the highest level of your capacity, your mental capacity. But for other animals, they cannot do that. But there are many other scientists nowadays, they talk these humans also just like animals. It's just a physical thing. That's it. But they don't forget, they don't see how this awareness has ability and how this awareness arises and how this awareness maintain our very human life. Because all other animals go through the patterns and habitual way of life. But we are the only one have this ability to develop ourselves, cultivate our own inner awareness. That's why even the Buddha come to this human world and become a human and go through this human life experience and attain to the Buddhahood. Even though there are many other lives, that the existence, you are the one have that ability. So then when it comes to this human world, we always look for things. And we feel kind of like we are not complete. We are always waiting for something else. But remember, when you become a human being, you already qualified, even reach to the Buddhahood. You are qualified when you come to this human world, when you come to the mother's womb. Remember that whatever the sansaric journey that you went through, that out of that all lives that all the life circle that you went through, and gave this qualification for you, certificate for you to understand yourself. When you come to this human world, you complete. So only thing is, even though you are complete, are you use your capacity? Are you use your strength? Are you use your abilities? That is the question you have to ask, just even yourself. Look, we always think, oh, I need that, I need this, I want that, I want to become this, that, like that. We always look for something. And while you're looking for something, what happens? You miss who you are, you forget that your completion. And then we go for unseen things. We go for kind of like, that the social and the cultural validations. And we go through the schools and universities, and then we study certain things, and then we start to follow and believe that is kind of like life. And then we forget. We already complete. So just take a few moments and think. Just imagine, in this very moment, you are just settle down and relax, comfortable. And then maybe you have many dreams in your life. You want to achieve to something. You want to become somebody. So then suddenly you go through this timeline, and whatever you become, just imagine it's everything complete in you. Now you already have it. Then what you going to do? Then again, you're going to settle down like this. That's it. You go for a hike, you go for a vacation, you go for work, and you do many things. You go for dance, you go for clubbing, enjoy, and you go with the partner out. And then after that all, what you do? Just imagine you had it. Then you sit like this, that's it. So then we have to come to a point to understand that we have this human nature, always mind into something. That we can't little bit settle down. The very reason that because when you have the desires, what the desire does, the desire bring the attachment, wanting. So the wanting bring the clinging, harboring, holding. And then when you have the attachment needs, it closes your heart. It's cover up your heart. It hold your heart. It's kind of like how the spider hold the net, hold the web. So your desires hold your heart. Once the desire hold your heart, it breaks the communication with the mind. So that is this the desire does, attachment does. And once it disconnect from the mind, the mind go to different level. That different level is called rumination. So the rumination is a state of mind that deeply you considered a lot of thoughts regarding something which is not there. Because that your mind cannot deeper have this inner communication, it break down. It kind of like the rider and the horse separate. And once the heart hold it to something with the attachment, this is mine like this, the whole system become helpless. That's the attachment does. So once you have the rumination, because the mind doesn't have any options, it need to survive with the thoughts. It bring many thoughts. Even it is not there, it is not real. It start to bring. That the bringing thoughts again and again hold it to things. And then whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you smell, and maybe you hold it to that. And thinking, oh, this is mine, this is mine. Why? Because I saw it. Oh, I heard it. It is mine. I want it. It is not only for, it is the very human nature. It happened to Columbus also. When he looked for Asia, there he came to America and he saw the America and he saw, oh, I saw it. It is mine. Then the Portuguese came and they told, oh, we also saw it. Oh, it is belong to us. And North America, okay, South America. So when we have seen that we believe if I find something, it belongs to me. That illusion create our inner world so heavy. And that heaviness not allow us to become calm, relaxed. It always keep us busy. And whatever, even in our body, if a little bit, itching. So you have to make it, make it comfortable. Little pain, you have to make it comfortable. Always interfering to something. And wherever you go, you can't just sit there. You always interfere with things. And just imagine you go to your doctor or maybe dentist, you're sitting there and you see magazines, very old magazines. And then you read it. It's very old, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year old, but still you read it. Why? Because you want to do something. You can't just wait. You can't just sit. This interference come deeply rooted with the mind, because the mind always have the chattering. Why? Because the rumination is always deeply have thoughts, and it's not going to just thoughts. It take us to another different level, and that level called, in a short version, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and another one is called impulsiveness. So attention deficit. So you want to put the attention, you know that, but then deeper laziness, tiredness arise. So it's everywhere, but we don't see it. Why we don't see it? When it is everywhere, no one can see it. That's the reason. So this attention deficit, that people have this even when it comes to meditation, or forget about meditation. So we in day-to-day life as ordinary people, and sometimes we can't put the attention, especially for these young children, because of this all the media, and the computer, cell phone, it deeply affect to rumination and bring a lot of thoughts to their mind, and the attachment, and because of that it goes to attention deficit. And now you can't put the attention. You can't just, when you put the attention, what happened little by little, put into sleep. Even reading book, you put it, get into sleep. Watching TV, go to movie, you pay for the movie, go and sit, find a good seat, and then 5 minutes, you start to sleep. You have seen that. Everywhere, even get into the bus, train, 5 minutes, you sleep. And sometimes people say, oh, let's go for a ride, And then you start to go for the ride, and maybe go for a vacation to see another state or another city, another place. And then you get into the seat, just to start the journey, 5 minutes. What happened? And fall into sleep. See? Maybe 1 month ahead, you plan your vacation to go, and then everything ready for that. But once you get into the vehicle, only 5 minutes, your vacation, and then fall into sleep. So this happens, it's not by mistake. It happened as a reason, because inside your mind, a lot of chattering and busyness. That's why it go to that sleepy mood. And other one is hyperactivity. You put the attention, and then too much thoughts, busyness, like roller coaster. You can't get it there, because that is you kind of like put too much effort, like go and get a effort. Oh, I do it. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Oh, but forget about then. I always I can do this. And then you sit for meditation. Let me do this also. I can attend to Nibbana. Oh, 1 hour. That's enough. People think like that. So they inside the whole head to toes. 5 minutes they sit, is to start to shake. All the muscles get tight. The blood pressure go high. And the mind is kind of like a blowout, hyperactive. So this also a reason, as a result, that we have too much thought, rumination. So why the rumination happens? Mind become alone, disconnect. Why the mind become disconnect? Because the mind has the connection with the heart. Why the mind get disconnect? when the heart start to hold it to something. That is what's called attachment. So that's why that is the desire is kind of like a hindrance for us to bring the clarity. But we have a solution for this all. And other one is this, the impulsiveness. So the impulsiveness is the problem with emotions, self-control. We can't do that. You know, we have power to take conscious decision, but we can't be with it. We already went through many kind of experience, but still, when the emotions high, we start to repeat it. So see that you went through all the hell and you get out of it, and then you say, oh, I was so lucky to escape from that. Oh, I was so lucky to get out of that situation. And then you find the freedom, and the very next morning, 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, you again enter to the hell. No one push you. It is your own conscious choice. Again, you enter to the hell. Why this happen? Because you have no strength inside to hold it to your own inner wisdom. So it is a disease. So those are the things that take us to this samsara again and again and again. But in the Western world, they try to, cure this all through medication. But in the ancient time to today, the one of the best remedy for this meditation. And out of the meditation, this tranquility and inside meditation is the best way to heal this mental behavior and bring the ability to settle down. So once you have that ability, you are the one who going to get benefit out of it. So then if you don't have it, what will happen? You are the one who going to suffer. No, nobody else. So then how you can fix this all? So the very first thing, when it comes to this tranquility and inside meditation, the very first thing that you have to do, relax your body and mind. So in the beginning, just relax the body. It is a skill. That's why sometimes somebody need to remind you to relax. When a situation comes, sometimes somebody need to remind you, relax, relax, relax. Because this entire head to toes interconnected and have the deeper communication. So when the too much desires or the fear, anxiety, depression happens, it is not just a thought. It is an entire body reaction. So that's why wherever you go, sometimes when a situation comes, is always somebody need to remind you to relax. So in the meditation, when you come to the cushion and sit on the cushion or your chair, and the very first thing, start to relax your body. So that doesn't mean you allow it to collapse. No, it is you consciously, you take a conscious decision and allow just body to be itself and find the balance, find the gravity. So this method, this classic method, work on the cushion, and when you able to develop that ability, skill to relax your body, what happens? It start to work the work out of the cushion also. That's why wherever you go, that you are deeper, your body relax, because you know how to get into that relaxation. So the first one is the relaxation. Practice it yourself. And don't even sometimes, no need any kind of mental object, just physically sit and just relax a little bit yourself. 5 minutes, try to hold that and see how you feel. So that is the first step that you have to take. And when you relax like that, the body and the gravity, this entire head to toes, muscles, bones, this everything start to find the balance. And sometimes that our habitual patterns, that, as you know, muscle memory, start to go with that. Then you have to stabilize consciously. As example, maybe you feel so comfortable like this, bending your knee, head, shoulders forward like that. You feel, why? Because you had the habitual patterns to be like that. But for meditation, it doesn't work. So then you sit, and now your body, everything settled down. You observe head to toes, and you recognize, oh, your shoulders too forward, your head too forward, and then stabilize yourself consciously. And slowly, gently, you bring your shoulders back, head up, so neck head straight in one line, and make it, adjust it. So that itself bring your mind to your body. So you are the one who recognizing, and you are work with it. So that itself bringing kind of like a body-mind connection. See, even it is not even go to the meditation yet. Still you work with the body. And now once the posture stabilize and consciously you adjust it, you know how the body, you know the posture, and you feel the comfort. And now you bring the collective awareness. So for that, we need the object, mental object. Why? Because still we have this very conventional mind. The mind always need name or form to settle down. So here we take our own inhalation, exhalation, and bring our fully awareness to that. Bring our all attention towards only to the inhalation, exhalation. And with the sensation, you recognize it without interfering to it. Another way it's called unification of mind. Why? Because the mind everywhere, now you bring that mind to only one thing. And another way called oneness, one-pointness. And once the mind able to settle down with that one thing, and it doesn't go here and there, because little by little, it becomes more sharp and clear with it. And that is why you gain the undisturbed mind, because consciously you make a decision to be with the inhalation, exhalation. Now your mind engage with the inhalation, exhalation, and you're satisfied. So in that satisfaction, you have the undisturbed mind. So that out of that undisturbed mind, you have the comfort. And when you have the comfort and the satisfaction, out of that, what will happen? The clarity arise, vividness. Because again and again, once you able to settle down with the mind, you able to see it very clearly. You able to see your moment of sensation and the recognition become very clear. So once the moment of sensation become very clear, you recognize the sensation arise and stay for a moment and change, disappear. And it is not yours. Once you're able to see the sensation, and by the time you're able to see with that sensation how the thought arises. So you see thoughts come, stay for a moment and disappear. And it is not yours. And it brings a wisdom to you. What is the wisdom? See, in the beginning I mentioned to you, the Columbus didn't have that wisdom. Why? Because the Columbus thought, oh, I saw it, it is mine. You know, the children believe, oh, if I find this, it belongs to me. So now you see that even that the thought arises, the sensation arises, even it arises, it is not yours. You see the thought arise, even that thought arise, it is not yours. This is the wisdom you gain. Otherwise, what will happen? That the impulsiveness, that means when the emotions arise, you go with it. Why? Because you validate it when the emotion, it is me. So that's why sometimes, oh, don't hurt my emotions. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt my feelings. Because you think that's feelings as me. But now, with this meditation practice, you see the feelings without interfering to it. You see the feelings arise, feelings disappear, and that feelings is not you. This mind, thoughts arise, thought disappear. This thought's not you. This is what you need. When you start to see that there is something happen. What is that? That is the place that you develop the willpower to have a choice. And it is kind of like you gain the power from the God. Why? Because you now see yourself which one you have to select. No one can challenge for that ability. So you didn't see it inside you. That's why everybody around you and hold you. And that's why you think that everybody try to, handle your life. And everybody thinks that you belong to them. Everybody think around. Oh, why? Because they saw you, they heard you, and they think you belong to them. And you the same. You think the same. And that's why you interfering with others' lives. That's why you say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. And otherwise you hurt my feelings. See? Because what you saw, you hold as you, and then out of that, your brain, your heart closed, you hold it to something, and then the brain disconnect and have the rumination. See, now you have to be very clear with the system, what is happening inside. This is not rocket science. This you can understand. This is your life. But there is a solution for this. So when you hear it, if the solution is right, it brings the clarity to you. You have that wisdom. If this path is right, you should understand, oh, that's right. So that's why we bring this method. That's why we keep practice this. So then, once you have power to see the thoughts, and once you have power to take decisions, have a choice, that's what called the free will. And then you, whatever the thoughts arise, you start to deal with that thoughts. And then before that thoughts come out, you have ability to see the thoughts and the change the thoughts. And then whatever you want, you say according to the conscious decision you take. Not because of the emotions, not because of that the lack of abilities, or not because of hyperactivity. So that's kind of. Now you have the clarity. And now you see the mind. So when this is another one is, when you're able to see the mind from inside, what happens? This object point of view disappear. The anymore, this anything not going to become object. Then if it is you are a male or female, anymore you're not going to feel that way. So it is just it's become only consciousness. It doesn't have any gender. It doesn't have any color. It doesn't have any height. It doesn't have any weight. It doesn't have any shape. So it get out of that all, only the recognition going to be there. And when it comes to that deeply, you start to see only the mental phenomena, the behavior of the mind. And they are deeper you recognize it. You experience this all, and according to the cause and effect, dependent origination. And once you know that, from that point to the next moment, you know what to do, and you know how to do. So that is the wisdom you need. So it comes out of not believing something, not following something, not hold it to something. It is come out of this inner clarification. And inner clarification come out of the purification. So the purification come out of practice. So that is where we go, and this is what we do. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Remember to follow the basic steps. Keep relax your body and mind. Find the balance. Stabilize. Bring the attention, unification of your mind, and be with it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribundhisami Idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.